Hello everyone, welcome back with another session on Guidewire Learnings. So for today's agenda, it is more like uh, how the folder structures are divided as part of your Guidewire training. So at Debug Solutions, when you register with us, it is more like a overview, like what training access you're going to get and what are the applications that you're going to get to set up your local application for practicing purpose, and what are the main courses that we are going to cover as part of your training. And moreover, we are also going to explain you how and like how the data is being, like how the access is being provided for you as part of your learning progress. So when you register with us, like as part of your trainings and placement program, so you'll be provided with a Guidewire training folder access. So this would be your main folder under which you'll have subfolders, like we have mentioned on the screen. For your entire course curriculum, we'll be having this Guidewire training folder under which you'll have the introduction folder, which will contain all your introduction related videos on Guideware and your demo video and everything. And along with that, you'll have another folder called PolicyCenter configuration, which is your main folder for your entire course curriculum. So this folder covers your entire course of your configuration of Guideware application. And apart from that, you'll be also having access for your Policy Center integration folder, which will have all the topics and the video access for your integration course. Along with that, there is another folder called additional course. This is more like a dynamic folder. It is not like a static data, like fixed number of videos that you'll be having in this folder. So this folder keeps upgrading every time. Like when there are old students or when there are upcoming students, like if there are any small topics that have been missed out during the course, so the old students might come back to us and then reach out to us that we need this video, like we need this concept to be explained. Even though it is not part of your course curriculum, if there is any minute topic that has been missed out during your course, entire curriculum, so we have this Policy Center additional course folder, which will have the latest videos, like new updates in the guideware, or if there is a new concept which is useful for even for the old students. So this is the folder which will be actively updated. So all the other folders will be static, like these courses have already configured and videos are recorded and access will be provided. But this folder will keep updating. So this is the folder that we are maintaining for the new updates that are coming as part of the Guideware. So apart from that, you also have a main folder for Guideware setup, which will have all the files related to setting up your local application. So initially you'll start with the demo session and then you'll go through the introduction. So one of our teammate will connect back with you and then explain you the roadmap of your entire journey, right from your training and to till your placement. Okay, and the career guidance as well. So you'll have your introduction and then you'll be progressing on the configuration folder and learning the things, and also you have integration for integration related things, and also you have additional course folder which will have all your updated and the recent changes that are coming in the guideware. And finally we'll give you a better path, like how you have to progress to get into the companies. So that's how the structure of your training course have been planned. So let's go to the next slide. So under your main configuration folder, you're going to learn about the data model, and also you're going to cover about your product model changes, like right from your configuring coverages, coverage terms, and validation, both like field level, class level, and underwriting issues for reducing the risk of your policy. And also you're going to learn about the forms configuration and the policy transaction. That would be the first concept that you guys are going to learn as part of configuration. And along with that, you're also going to learn about some of the debugging techniques, which will be covered in your additional course. Along with that, you're also going to learn more about how you have to make use of the Jira application for ticketing. And you're also going to learn how you have to make use of the Git application, because as a developer, the ticketing tool and also the versioning control mechanism using the GitHub or Bitbucket application. So even these tools are mandatory for you to learn about them before you get into the project. So even these will be covered as part of your additional course, but not on your Policy Center configuration course. Okay. So apart from that, you also have your integration folder, which will cover your REST APIs, both consuming and publishing. And also we will be covering about your SOAP APIs, both publishing and consuming. Along with that, you also have asynchronous mechanism by making use of the messaging queues, and you have batch processing for sequential record processing, and you also have having work queues, which is more like a parallel processing in your application. Your plugins, like under plugins, will be covering your initializable plugin, messaging plugins, and startable plugin. And we'll try to integrate Policy Center application with external applications like external integration and some of the integration patterns like file-based integration and data exchange in real-time services. Like you can connect with any external application and then using the REST API or SOAP API. So that we will be covering as part of the integration course. And coming to your Guidewire setup, so we'll be providing you access for JDK, which is useful for your application, uh, converting your Java code into the binary code like zeros and ones, like JDK application. And also we'll be providing you the zip file required for IntelliJ. It is more like a IDE, like usually we have Anaconda for Python, and for Java, some people use Eclipse and some people use IntelliJ. It is more like IDE. For each technology, we might be using one IDE and the Guidewire Studio setup for your practice purpose, and the database access and policy center installation steps, and also a dedicated video how to install the policy center. And we are going to explain like each and every file why it is needed during your setup process. It is not just that we provide you the zip files. We are also going to explain like what is the purpose of your JDKs and IntelliJs, like how these are linked with your policy center so that you can open and practice your policy center. Okay. And this slide mainly focuses about the additional course. So advanced Gosu programming and the new updates that you're getting as part of your Guideware technology, and also some of the cloud concepts and the new features that are coming in Guideware, everything will be provided under your additional course. So after your training, if there are any topics that you have queries with, like if you need any specific topic that you need to understand, or if you need a dedicated video related to that, you can feel free to reach out to us anytime after you get placed from us. We'll be updating the folder, the additional course folder with new updates, or if there is any repeated queries that we are getting from the old student, we are going to record the session, upload it to the additional course. We'll intimate you that we have uploaded a specific course that you have requested for. So according to the timings on the weekends that we are having, and then we'll update you on that. You can watch that specific video and then try to understand the concept. So all this access will be provided lifetime, right from your right from your training course, after you get placed, after your journey continues in the career, but still you'll be having access for your entire course. And this additional course is the one which you have to keep taking, like if there are any new videos that we have made as part of the updates that we are getting on the Guideware platform. So apart from that, after your course completion, like we'll provide you the end-to-end course, and then apart from that, we'll also provide you help in providing you the resume preparation, and also making sure that you follow the best practices as part of the guideware while you are in the real time like development. And also will prepare you for the interview preparations, like taking the mock sessions and preparing you up to speed with the current competitive world as part of the interview processing. And also will provide you the resume, like suggest you on the resumes as well, suggest you on the interview preparation and the tips required for interviews, and also real-time scenarios, few of the real-time scenarios like how we have to handle in a real time. So these are the features like the course modules and the facilities that we are going to provide for the students. So apart from that, we also provide the freelancing opportunities for already working employees. So that is all about the debug solutions. So this is the entire roadmap that right from your training and your practicing and till you get placed. So this is like entire course right from your training to the till you reach and get placed only in MNC companies. So we'll boost you up in terms of learning, we'll boost you up in terms of placement, we'll also boost you up in terms of updating yourself on some of the resume, like how you have to modify your resumes, and rest of the few of the things and tips and pros, and rest all the other things that we'll be covering as part of your entire journey on both training and also the placement. If anyone is looking for an opportunity, or if anyone is looking to move from a non-IT role to IT role, or if any Java developers who is moving from Java technology to Guideware, or anyone who got laid off, or if anyone wants to move a career switch into Guideware, feel free to drop a message to us on the below provided number, or feel free to drop an email to us. So our team will get back to you. So this is all about your roadmap for Guideware learning to placement at Debug Solutions. Thank you.